Hi guys, I hope everybody is doing well. I'm probably going to get interrupted because I got to reserve a campsite. As soon as somebody cancels it, I have to be on there ready to reserve it. So that's what I've been kind of putting off. But how are you guys doing? I hope you're well. So I wanted to hop on here and talk a little bit about the hogs because rumors and craziness has just been flying, right? Um, Pregnancy related stuff. There's been parody videos being made. Mr. Hogg going to the massage parlor. They're back together. They're not back together. It's just been wild. They've went radio silent over there, and I want to express how my opinion on what I'm thinking right now. I want to hear what you guys think. Do you think they're back together? Me personally, I do, and I think that they are going through CPS. So that is why they have went radio silent. That's why we're not seeing anything right now, because they're trying to gather their thoughts and try to figure out where they're going to go next, because I do believe we are going to see them again. This is not the last time that we are going to see Mr. Roadhog. Will Miss Roadhog be back? That I don't know. I do believe Mr. Roadhog will be back. I'm not sure about her, but I was watching videos like before this came out that they could possibly be back together, and I watched a live which I really enjoyed. Her name is, and some of you guys might know, it's Muzz, and I didn't even know she had a channel. Okay, her channel's name is, and I got it pulled up, is Gumdrops and Unicorns with Muzz. And so I seen the comments going on, and everybody started feeling sorry for Miss Roadhog. Like, these videos were coming out of Mr. Roadhog being abusive to her. And I seen, which it's not okay. Don't get me wrong. The abuse is not okay whatsoever. No woman or man deserves to be in that situation at all. Don't get me wrong. I don't care how foul of a human she may be. She don't deserve to be beat on, to be threatened. That's never okay. And I don't want that to be taken when I say this, because I don't want anybody to be like, oh, well, she's an abuser apologist or something, because it's not. That's not it, okay? But she is a very awful, manipulating person herself. Miss Roadhog is not innocent in any of this, okay? She is just as guilty and just as bad. They are both bad people. And I don't understand why we have to have a good guy and a bad guy in our story. We as people always, and I said this in my community, on my community page a little bit a while ago, like, we as people always need a hero and a villain in our stories. And it's hard to wrap our minds and comprehend that there just may be two villains in this story. And I think that's what we have here. So I've been like, I went back and I watched all of her lives, and because they're like trying to clean everything up now. Okay. They're backpedaling, trying to, sponge everything out, rewrite history, because I mean, they're going to have to, right? They aired out all their dirty laundry. How do you come back from that? Each of them got on their channels and went on this like apology tour, trying to make up, like Mr. Roadhog. Well, I have to apologize now to everybody that was hurt in this situation, because Miss Roadhog, made me do these things, and I was trying to protect my wife, and now I have to make amends to everybody in this community. And then here's Miss Roadhog. I have to apologize because he was so abusive to all the women in this community, and now I have to make things right. You both were shitty people, okay? Both. And so I'm wrapping my mind around it, right? And I'm like, there were times when I seen Boss Hog come in. I don't know if he came in from work, came in from that massage parlor. I don't know, And he wasn't even thinking of YouTube. And Miss Hogg already had everything lined up for him. And he's like, she's giving him the rundown of what shit talking has happened today, knowing that it's going to get him riled up and it's going to get him going, right? So I'm like, why would she do that? Why would a woman do that? Why would a woman sit idly by and watch her husband bash other women? Why? What does she get out of it? Because she started some of it. We've seen it. And then I'm thinking, well, maybe when he was bashing these other women, maybe he went a little bit easier on her. Like, she wasn't the one getting bashed. But, when everybody was like, these videos came out, and they're like, oh my God, he's abusive. Did you hear what he said to her? Like, why are we surprised? For months and months, we have watched him just go as low as he could on other women in our community. T-Spiracy, I think he went at Muzz, Sheila, None of the Housewife, Bambi. Like, he went after so many women. I mean, he drugged them. And what's crazy is the things that he said were the exact things that he himself was doing behind closed doors. What's bad in this situation is there are children involved, and I am a mandate reporter, and I do take that very serious. So if I have strong evidence and I believe that there is abuse going on, you better damn well bet your ass that I will do what has to be done. So I think, so that's why I'm thinking they've gotten together. I think that they've gotten silent because, again, CPS is involved and they're having to watch what they do. Not only that, they've been, Mr. Roadhog threatened her of welfare fraud, of the worst possible thing you could do to their unborn child. It's just, it's crazy town. But I want to go back and watch because we know what a despicable person Mr. Roadhog is. A lot of people in this community can't hold on to two things at once. I've noticed, like, you can't see Mr. Roadhog. Let's just say Mr. Roadhog did not know she lost the child. Because there's still some questions there for me about whether or not he knew. And that is because I would think, and I could be wrong, but I would think that when they were doing their arguments and he was saying, where's the baby, Michelle? Where's the baby, Michelle? I would think there would be one point of time where she would yell back and be like, you knew about it all along. Like, you was just part of it. Do I think he found out earlier than what he said? Yes, I do. I think he did. There were so many opportunities, and I don't think we're ever going to get the answers, the truthful answers about any of this craziness, because I don't think those two are, I don't think they can. I do not think they can tell the truth because it's not going to be a good look for them. But honestly, I think that people would be more quicker to forgive if you would just come out and tell that ugly truth. Because now people you're just never going to have that trust. So I want to play a few clips because I went back and Miss Roadhog stuff before she deleted, and I want to show a few things that she had plenty of opportunities to come out and tell her truth. What another thing that kind of stumped me was somebody said underneath the comment section, why would she not come out and say it if she did have a miscarriage? Because she would have soaked that up, right? That attention. And I don't know. I can't answer that. Maybe somebody can below, but let's go ahead and play a few clips. Three months ago.
I have a cane and a walker. They should be sitting in here. Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe there's something like this one's every pregnancy is different, so every pregnancy is different. Last one was super it was easy, but it wasn't easy. My first one was very easy until I was young and fit. walked way too much. And the second one, that was rough. I threw up every day. That one I didn't throw up enough. I mean, it was horrible. This one isn't so bad. Yeah, that's kind of how right now, for some reason I just go down, but I don't quite remember why I went down or how I went down, but I just fall. But luckily with this time, it was around 7 a.m. in the morning, I wasn't awake, so that probably played a factor. And our steps have become really slippery lately, so he's going to end up doing some work with them this coming weekend for me. So thankfully for that.
Okay, some of you were asking me what happened in comments, because I mentioned in my last second video. Kind of give you an idea, I had a fall. That fall ended up in a public place, and I ended up in the ER with some pretty bad damage to my ankle. But the kids were safe, I'm safe, the baby's safe. It just had a little accident, and Dad wasn't with me, and I have a history of falling. That's why I don't venture out too much on my own, but it needed to be done, and working and stuff, I needed to get those pictures done, so, and he had to work, so it just happened to be at the wrong time and the right place to have a lot of help. Appreciate everyone reaching out, and we're doing okay.
So now that's like, so now watching this, I'm thinking, you know, did she go on with this pregnancy story because she knows that you're not going to attack a pregnant woman, okay? Nobody wants to attack the pregnant woman. So is that why? I don't know. I don't know what kind of person you have to be to do that. I don't know. Someone that needs help, I'll tell you that.
So today's supposed to be a really special day. My baby boy turned 8. Yay. He's upstairs playing his games as I'm waiting in the car, listening to battered old women chuckle at each other about who's right and who's wrong. And they want to talk about controlling and this and that, and YouTube this and YouTube that. And I'm thinking, well, getting on and attacking women, but am I not mistaken, you got on yesterday and kind of attacked me and said that I wasn't pregnant, that I was lying about a death. There's always something going on, and him and I are married. Wasn't that considered attacking me? Because, you know, that's kind of how I felt yesterday. And you didn't even have to use foul language. Commentary.
But did they lie? But did they lie?
Red boy. Okay. Can you please turn out that light for me, please? Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. It's a little live last night. So be relaxed. What about Margaret Sydney? I hope Mrs. Hoover relaxed. Yeah, it's not really too much of a relaxation day. I mean, I was supposed to go to a few appointments today, but I rescheduled them. Tomorrow I've definitely got a few appointments that I cannot miss because it's baby stuff, but you know how they have these whole dentist thing that goes on while you're pregnant that you should really keep up with your teeth and stuff. So let's see. My daughter had a baby this morning, a wee bit early, but congratulations. That's awesome. We had a mod that had a baby day after Christmas, and we got more babies. Babies. We call them what? COVID babies. COVID babies are strong babies. They're going to come out immune to everything. Aren't they? Is Mama doing okay, Margaret? I hope Mama's doing good too. I always hear about baby, but yeah, okay, they both are doing great. Oh, she had it on the 20th. I thought it was the day after She's in here. She had her on the 28th. I'm sorry. That's right. She was supposed to be due on Christmas, but she didn't have a baby on Christmas. We love babies. Who doesn't like babies? Speaking of babies, I'm getting to the point where I'm so frustrated. Look, I love all of you guys for all the support you guys are doing, but I'm getting like pregnancy is supposed to be like this great thing to experience while it's going on, but I'm just like so sick of the empathy that I'm getting right now, and I do appreciate it that you guys are taking stand and not letting people talk, but it's like I'm over it. I'm at the point where I don't want this pregnancy card to be used anymore. The baby needs to come out. I'm ready. I'm good. Let's go. That's where I am. I still got a little bit to go. I'm good. Hello, everyone is welcome here. We just no drama, no fighting. I don't want it. No bullying.
And that was 3 months ago.
Bringing my chat up.
3 months ago, that's when that. Knowing what we know now, so what I'm worried about is they're going to come back and they're going to have, they've already tried to put, hold on one second, I'm waiting on this call. They're already trying to set the message of, they're going to pull your heartstrings. What is going, and I'm speaking for us women, us as women, we are going to feel some type of way in our hearts about any woman who is being abused or losing the loss of a child. And that's just going to really hit our hearts. And I have a feel when they come out, they're going to use something that's going to really tug at your heartstrings. And even though the internet lasts forever, we have a tendency to forget like how bad something was, like how bad it really was. And maybe that's what they're going to utilize. They're going to sit back and try to let this stuff blow over a little bit and weasel their way back in. And I just want us to remember that neither one of these were innocent people. They were both horrible, horrible people in this community, and they hurt a lot of people. They schemed people out of money. I can't tell anybody who to watch or who to support because you're adults. We're all adults. But I hate to sit by and watch somebody be taken advantage of by bad people. I just hate that. And I see a lot of people that are like, the police didn't act as they were supposed to act. But me watching the police react and how they handled this situation told me a lot more that I needed to know about the situation, because we can't get on our computers and pull up their past, what this tells me is there probably is a past report, and the police can pull up and see who you are, so they've probably seen old reports or, any of their history they probably pulled up. And to me, there probably was a history of this beforehand, and that is why the police reacted the way they did, and they didn't take Mr. Roadhog to jail. Do I think he did something at the time? Because you can see clearly she has the computer upstairs. She's trying to get in. You can see. Then the next thing you know, he's downstairs on the live stream, and he's got that same computer. Do I think he did something physically to get that computer back? Yeah, I think he probably shoved her and, pushed her out the way and got that computer. I do. Some people just cannot look forward and see, okay, well, we might get together again. So I might not want to just completely light that bridge and burn it to the ground. A lot of people cannot just go that far. But I do want to say Your relationship is toxic. I don't care if I don't like Mr. Roadhog, if I don't like Michelle. Nobody deserves to be in a toxic relationship, and those children do not deserve that life. As somebody who grew up in an abusive household as a child, please don't do that to your kids. Please. I know you feel you may love this man, you may feel you love this woman, but sometimes we have to do what's best for our children. And clearly, your guys' relationship is toxic. And these children should not see this. And right now is the best time. Before you guys even start having children together, I mean, you are hurting the kids. And that's another thing. Like telling these children that they had a brother or sister on a way. And then now, I mean, ripping them, picking them up from their home and getting them up in the middle of the night and cops being at their home and dragging them to the hospital and hearing, daddy did this to mommy, even though they're not biological, but you know what I'm saying. It's just, and hearing Roadhog yell online, you imagine how he is off. Like, we've already seen what he does on screen. Imagine his mouth when it's off. And that you may not even be a bad person, but together you guys may become toxic people. And it's not going to get better. I promise you, it's not going to get better. It's only going to go downhill from now. And I know, like, I had a really good friend who was in an abusive relationship for almost 10 years. And I remember her just crying to me, Nikki, what do I do? I don't own nothing. Everything's in his name. What am I supposed to do? Pick my children up and take them to a shelter? And it's hard. Getting back together is easy. That's the easy part. Just going back to what's comfortable, what you're used to, that's the easy part. But doing what needs to be done and actually taking the initiative and doing what has to be done, it's not going to be easy. That's not going to be easy. But it's the best path. And I promise you, when you look back, you're going to say, why did I stay in that situation so long? I should have done this so much long time ago. Just because I talk and I don't care for you, I don't wish nothing bad on you at all. So let me know what you guys think below. Do you think they're back together? What do you think their next step is going to be? Do you think we're going to find out the truth? Are we ever going to know? And the stories came out. There was supposedly 2 pregnancies. One she lost due to COVID, and then she was pregnant again. Mom came out, said she actually had 5 miscarriages during the relationship. Mr. Hogg says that there's no way. It's just wild. It's all just straight bananas. Let me know what you guys think below. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell, because if you do not hit the notification bell, you will not know when I put videos out. Give this video a like, and I will see you guys really soon. And as always, till next time, stay safe. Bye, guys.